Hi everyone, this is Miss Susan from the Free Library of Northampton Township. I'm here today for another math fun game. It's week 4 and we're going to have fun with geometry, which is just the exploration, or at least today we're talking about shapes, lines and shapes. Why do we talk about lines and shapes in math? Well, there's all kinds of uses for geometry in engineering, in architecture, even in chemistry. We see shapes in nature and how they fit together all the time. So it's great to play around with shapes and understand them a little better. So today all you need is something or a whole bunch of sticks. You can use crayons, you can use pencils, you can use sticks from outside, you can use spaghetti. It's fun to do it with glow sticks because then after you play with your geometry and make your shapes, turn off the light and you can see these shapes glow, which is a lot of fun. I don't have glow sticks today, so I'm just going to be using a bunch of markers that I have. It is good to have all of your line segments or sticks or markers to be the same size because then you can use them to make regular polygons, which I'll show you in a minute. What is a polygon? Polygon is any shape that is closed that uses line segments. Flat line segments, no circles. So our first polygon we're going to make that you all should know and see all the time is our triangle. Triangles have 3 sides and 3 angles. Because these sides are equal and our angles are all equal, this is a regular polygon, a regular triangle, also called an equilateral triangle. Now I can easily make this different with my line segments, with my markers. And now I've created a totally different 3-sided polygon. Still a triangle, but it's no longer equilateral. It has 2 sides that are longer than the third. This is actually called an isosceles triangle because 2 sides are the same. That's my isosceles triangle. So play around and make a whole bunch of different triangles, big ones, small ones. Make some equilateral and some are not going to be equilateral. But all triangles have 3 sides. Then we move on to 4-sided shapes. These are called quadrilaterals because they have 4 sides. This one's called a rhombus. Why is it called a rhombus? Because it has all sides to be the same length, but my angles are different. So it is not a regular polygon. If I made my angles the same, it's still a rhombus, but it becomes now a square. A square is a regular quadrilateral because it has 4 equal sides and 4 equal angles. But there's all kinds of 4-sided shapes out there. This one is called a rectangle. Let's see, we can also make a trapezoid. A trapezoid has 2 sides that are parallel, meaning they will never intersect, and 2 sides that are not parallel. What does a parallelogram look like? Here's a parallelogram. 2 sides are parallel, and the other 2 sides are parallel to each other. So this is a parallelogram. So play around with our quadrilaterals or 4-sided figures, and then move on to others that have different number of sides. I made this one with 6. 6 is going to be a hexagon. You can go 8, 5, and so on. Play around with all of your different polygons. Make sure they are closed and they have line segments. The other thing we can do with our geometry is talk about how shapes connect to each other. Now we talked about a triangle. To put 2 triangles together, there is no gap between them. So I can have a running or lattice of many triangles. We see this a lot in bridge design, in And in building design, triangles can fit together without any gaps. We can also make triangles that fit around like this. Do you see how many triangles are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 triangles that all fit together. Now, why do they fit together? If you know their angle measurements, the angle measurement of an equilateral triangle is 60 degrees. So if we have 60 degrees, that would be 6 times 60. 360 is the total angle all the way around of a circle. So we can have these triangles all fit together. What happens when we have a four-sided figure? Can you fit a four-sided regular polygon with another four-sided polygon? You certainly can. And then you can have more. You'll also see this in a lot of designs, right? And why can you pick 4 squares or 4 regular polygons together? Because if you know your angle of a square is 90 degrees, 4 times 90 again is 360, so they all can fit together like that. The last one that fits together like this, you might see this in nature. What do you think of when you see a hexagon? Let's see. If you add more hexagons like so, and you fit them all together with no gaps, it will look like, I think it looks like a beehive. And bees have found that hexagons fit together nicely with no gaps, and they construct their beehives with hexagons. So play around with your geometry, play around with your figures, come up with different designs, and if you get a chance to use glow sticks, it's a lot of fun because then you can turn off the lights and see your geometry grow. It was great being with you this summer, doing our math fun games. I hope you continue to practice your math and have a great summer. Miss you guys. Take care.